Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. On the last episode, we spent a lot of time in the Sith Embassy on Manaan. Killed almost everybody we saw there. Got our got our whatever they wanted us back. Just uncovered the Sith's plot to indoctrinate young Selkath and have them overthrow the Selkath government of Manaan. We are gonna go over here to the bar, and we're gonna talk to some people since we figured out that plot. We also got whatever Roland Wann wanted back, so we'll go talk to him here in a sec. No, I'm still looking into it. Here we go. I have information for you, Shaelas. The Sith are training the Selkath youth in the ways of the Dark Jedi. I don't know if I got that yet. I have convinced your daughter Shasa to turn her back on the Sith ways. I hope so, Shaelas. Keep your credits, Shaelas. A Jedi has no need of such rewards.
That was a truly noble act. The Jedi Council would be pleased.
Wow. Sometimes helping people feels pretty good, you know?
XP. Level up. Attack. Force resistance. For sure. Need that. I got rolled by so many of those Dark Jedi because I couldn't resist crap. Alright. Go talk to Roland Wann.
can I help?
You wish to talk to me?
I do. I've been watching you, studying you closely to see what kind of progress you've made since your training at the hands of Master Zahn.
My progress?
I've seen how you've resisted many temptations and continue to walk the path of the light side. Very commendable. But I'm afraid you might stray from this path. You need to see what the dark side represents in its entirety. For it is what we battle. Only the wisdom of a Jedi Master can truly explain this. But I will do my best to make you understand.
What are you trying to tell me?
The dark side is not simply giving in to anger, temptation, or to use the Force to destructive ends. These things only lead to the dark side. The dark side grows stronger and more insidious the closer you draw to it. It begs you to surrender to it, to release all its terrible power. And it becomes harder and harder to resist. And once you stop resisting, it's too late. It twists you up inside and turns you into a mockery of everything you once stood for.
You seem to know that temptation very well.
I am no less resistant to temptation than any other. I simply have the benefit of training that you do not. But even the training of the Jedi might not be enough to save us. We need only to look at the atrocities which have been committed by those under its sway to understand the terrible, corrupting evil of the dark side. Millions dead, and far more suffering. What sort of person would you have to become to perform such deeds gladly?
I don't know.
Neither do I, and I hope I never do. It's so easy to think that we would never fall prey to such a horror. That we have unlimited control, vigilance, and foresight. If only that were true. The Sith have become powerful because there are many Jedi who've succumbed to the lure of the dark side and joined their cause. What greater weapon is there than to turn an enemy to your cause? To use their own knowledge against them? We are weakened while they are strengthened, so we must harden our hearts and do whatever is required to fight against the dark side, even when the battle becomes wearying.
Do whatever is required. Such as...
I don't know. The vision of our future is clouded by shadows cast from the dark side. But I sense something ominous lurking in those shadows. But words alone cannot save one from the dark side. Come, we should continue with the task at hand. When the time comes, I only hope we are all strong enough to do what we must.
Sure. Alright, let's figure out what we need to know.
Have you managed to retrieve the data from our droid in the Sith base?
Yes, I have it here.
Excellent. It does not appear to have been tampered with, so the Sith did not manage to copy its contents yet. And now for your information. We are not supposed to speak of this, but since you are a Jedi and we have exhausted all the other options, I think I can entrust you with this. As you know, the Republic is fighting for its very existence against the evil of the Sith Empire. As you also undoubtedly know, we're doing very poorly. We need much in the way of supplies and material to stem the tide of battle and bring us victory. Manaan is the sole source of Kolto, the most powerful medical substance in the galaxy. Frankly, we need as much of it as we can get.
Okay. What has the Republic done, Roland?
The Selkath conservatives, with their neutrality treaties, seek to treat the Sith and the Republic equally. This includes Kolto exports, but a few more far-sighted Selkath see that if the Sith are ever allowed to win, the galaxy will be plunged into darkness, and there would be nothing to stop them from taking Manaan anyway. So we made a deal.
What sort of deal?
We recently began construction of a secret underground facility to harvest Kolto directly at its source. We also hope to one day be able to synthesize it effectively. Current techniques are insufficient for the task, so we must mine it for now. The amount we take would hardly be noticed, since most is lost naturally before it reaches the surface anyway. We were nearing completion of the base when the digging teams reported some sort of obstruction. An ancient building or artifact, possibly your star map. Transmissions from the base were cut off abruptly after that, and we haven't heard from the station since.
What happened down there, Roland?
We don't know. We just don't know. As you may have noticed, we're hiring a lot of mercenaries around here. Ostensibly, they're to be shipped off-world to aid in our fight against the Sith, but they're really for another purpose. When we lost contact with the station in the Rackard Rift, we sent our contingent of Republic soldiers down to investigate. None returned. We've tried hiring mercenaries and sending them down as well, but none of those expeditions have returned either. The reason we really sent that droid underwater, and the reason we needed its data back so badly, was to find out what happened to the Rackard Rift station. But now that we have the data back, our operation is in no danger of exposure to the Sith. And now I must live up to my end of the bargain.
What will you do for me?
I took the liberty of having a submarine prepared for your departure. Merely use this card to get past the door behind our Kolto packing room and enter the sub therein. It has been programmed to take you down to the station, and also to take you back up should you need something. I would send soldiers to assist you, but we've lost many of ours, and nearly exhausted the mercenary population of this planet. The soldiers we have are barely enough to keep this base secure. The Sith have also noted our interest, and begun to bribe mercenaries away from us. Please, find out what happened to the facility. There may be some survivors left down there. Perhaps even the head scientist, Kono Nolan. Good luck in your efforts.
Alright, thank you, Roland. Slicing the Republic system would do us any good, and they let their prisoner go. Here is our sub, which we will not be using on this episode, guys. Not yet. Anything to get here? Cool looking sub though. Yeah, there's nothing here. Definitely getting another party together to go down there. But besides the point.
Hey there, what can I do for you?
I want to talk to you about your brother.
Don't worry. I won't let the search for Griff get in the way of what we're doing. Let's just get back to the task at hand. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, that's it.
Okay, have it your way.
Okay, mission's still not ready to open up. About that. So, on to the next thing then. Oh, we wandered into the hotel.
Sorry, buddy, but the hotel is closed. Ever since the murder, the Selkath have made me keep this place locked up tight. Only the Selkath authorities, and those authorized by them, are allowed in.
I'm authorized by the Selkath government, bro. It's okay.
Ha! They sent me a list of people to let in, and they're all Selkath. Somehow, you just don't look like one.
You want to let me in?
Sorry, mate, but it's Selkath authorities only since the murder. You're gonna have to go someplace else to stay.
What murder?
This old Republic war hero by the name of Sunry was seeing the Sith woman here, Alasa. Well, they were seeing each other, but the other night a blaster went off in one of the rooms. Sunry got seen leaving the place, and the Sith woman was dead on the floor. but not everyone thinks this Sunry did it. So the Selkath are holding him in prison while the case gets sorted out. In the meantime, they closed down my hotel. But enough about my problems. You can't stay here while the investigation is on. You'll have to find someplace else to stay. Sorry.
Okay, fine. Let's go swoop racing, guys.
Mucho shakapaka, yi ki kun no ba muladra ki chichon.
Kachichu aitha odunga. Yinkin.
What do you do again?
Tonghai tuam Gigi yumalit pa ang yinkotu. Tolbada bunkwalya gando de nago chuchu takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachichu aitha odunga.
Yes, I can see how it would be very stressful.
Tonghai tuam Gigi yumalit pa ang yinkotu. Tolbada bunkwalya gando de nago chuchut. Kachichu aitha. Karatumpa kunpalya mokapata. Bonanay kachu. Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachichu aitha odunga.
If there's anything I can do for you, Beck. Oh, I'm ready to race. I'll pay it. Okay. I know. I failed. But now it looks like I gotta take a dump. I beat it. I lost by 3.5 of a second, guys. Let's pump the brakes a little bit. Oh, I'm ready to race. Yep. We got absolutely blazing fast for that one. I don't know how I'll beat that. I'll be back later. 2,000 credits. There we go.
Mucho shakapaga. Ye ki kun no ba mula draki.
Better show me some. No. You better show me some respect, Hutta. Alright. Later. You can keep it. Use it for more upgrades. Okay. Well, thank you then. Alright. Probably be returning.
Hey, Tiber. How's it going?
Chiwa aita kang kicha na tupornibo. Kun muli ras nimo poiwanga tangi tuamaji human act in
Ah, glad to hear it. Hey, this stuff's all for the Republic embassies, so can you just bill it to them?
kakincha nawabakaon. Bagwa shank. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna muli ra. Just cronky to pats nimo. Chi itakanki cha achua penti. Yun pati
Let's see what you got to say.
tong Chiwi I just
Nope. 8,000 credits for the pistol targeting optics. I'm good. I'm real good. How can I get deputized or whatever to do this murder mystery? Like, what must I do to be able to figure out about Sunry and Alaska? Shaelas is finally making it to West Central. What must I do to become involved in the Cellcat legal system? I'm gonna go talk to those judges. That's it. That's what I'll do. I'm gonna go right on into the court and talk to our people. That's a shell card. I have no more questions, Your Honor. Is there a star map on this world? No more questions. Well, that didn't do it. Let's go do some more swoop racing, guys. Cassandra, does she have more to say than me now?
You're really annoying, you know that? I hate it when people come out of nowhere and start collecting wins.
Sounds like you need a lesson, Cassandra.
What? Are you threatening me? On Manaan? You know how foolish that is, right?
I apologize. I didn't mean nothing by it.
That's better. Hurry up and tell me what you want.
That's it. Just that I'm gonna be.
Don't hurry back.
Let's do this. I'm ready to race. Of course. $248. Weedle and Nib. Horrible stuff. I suck. And I gotta take a dump too. Mission is so disappointed. didn't do it. Yep. It's so close, though. It's such a good race. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it, guys. I lost. I don't know. I don't even know what went wrong there. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'll pay it. I'll pay it. Horrible. I get it. I get it. I suck. As soon as I take a dump, guys, you're all in trouble. I'm ready to go. I'm beat this time before. Oh, yes. Okay. That was way better, even though I hit that thing at the end. Well, now you want to cheer for me. Now that I gotta take a dump and I'm all good now. Yeah, dang right. $5,000 credits for me. All right, thank you. Manaan Swoop races are gone. Don't worry about it. You did great, Queen. Alright.
Mokau dang yapoki. Chachiska do punta kakaspaka. Bano oto.
Takom justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu ay thaudong.
Thank you.
Mucha shak pangpa.
Alright. Let's go back to the Ebon Hawk. Do not believe there's really too much more for us to do right now other than than go underwater, so I'm gonna talk to everybody. I'm gonna talk to some of us. And then we will move on.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
Tell me more about your past, Juhani.
Well, I suppose I have not talked very much about the Jedi I met back home. They, all of them, were so very invigorating.
Invigorating?
They were so very alive, so full of hope and energy and zeal. In retrospect, I can see it was a little bit tragic.
Tragic? What do you mean?
Well, yes. These Jedi were going to fight the Mandalorians just after they had invaded. Many of those Jedi perished in the fighting, but to us, they seemed invincible. Especially their leader, who they talked about all the time. Paragons of light and justice, sweeping away all iniquity before them. It was like looking at gods.
The Jedi are not gods, though, Juhani.
I know that. I was using poetic license. But those Jedi, they were enthralling. Everyone wanted just to touch them. Some people thought it would bring them luck. Not that the peace they brought lasted very long.
Did they leave?
Of course they left. They had a war to go fight, so that we would not all be killed by those psychotic Mandalorians. The Jedi left. The people grew complacent. Those who had been wronged saw their chance at revenge. And so the cycle continues. The oppressed become the new generation of oppressors. The human oppressed, that is. The non-humans were never treated well in any case. We felt the brunt of both administrations.
Was it really bad, Juhani?
Of course it was. They took their frustrations and hate out on us because the people they wanted had already fled or were too well protected. But no one looks out for the injustices we suffered. Oh no, but I am sorry. I should not have outbursts like that.
It's alright, Juhani.
No, it is not. Anger can lead to the dark side, and I must be ever careful that I do not fall back into those ways. I thank you for your support. My outburst was uncalled for, but you did not lash back at me. You are a much better Jedi than I, it would seem. But let us not speak more of this now. We should continue on our journey. Perhaps later we will talk again.
Okay. So Big Z's not gonna have anything more to say. You already know Mission's not gonna have anything more to say.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Never mind.
You got it.
How can I help?
Can you show me one of the visions again?
I can try. What would you like me to recall?
The vision we had here.
I shall do my best. Calm your mind and remember.
Ocean floor. Some weird station. And there's the Starman.
How can I help?
Why did the Council send me with you on this mission, Bastila?
Why? I could not accomplish this on my own. I need the aid of others, especially one who is strong in the Force. The bond between us made you a natural choice. Besides, the events on Taris prove that the Force wanted to bring us together for this mission. And there is little left to chance when the Force is involved. Is that not enough for you?
It just seems odd that they would send me off without a master to guide me.
I admit, there were times that I wondered if this is more than just a mission to stop Malak. There were times when I wondered if this was also a way for the Council to test my own abilities.
I get the feeling there's more going on than what I know here.
I wondered if the Council wanted to see how I would help and guide you on our quest. I wondered if they were testing me to see if I was ready to become a Jedi Master myself. And then I realized how foolish such thoughts were. As the Council explained, sending a Master in our group would only have drawn unwanted attention from the Sith. The fate of the galaxy is at stake. The Council would not risk it merely to test me. They calculated the risks, and in the end chose the only option available.
I guess that makes sense.
You must learn to trust in the wisdom of the Council. Your destiny will come when it's appointed time. You mustn't be so impatient.
You're right. I suppose we should get back to the mission now.
Come on, come. Let's move on. There's much to be done.
Okay. And last but not least, Canderous.
Yeah, what do you want?
Just wondering if you had any more war stories.
You want another war story, huh? You want to hear about some other world getting wasted, eh? I knew you were the type. Your stagnant republic has never seen some of the strange creatures and races we fought on the Outer Rim in those years. And you never will now.
Where did you fight this time?
We were going through the asteroid fields of the Crispin system at the very edge of the galaxy, playing with the pirates and smugglers we found there. The main belt in the Crispin system consists of mainly small rocks covered in frozen methane gas shells, and the pirates were using them for cover. Ha! I remember using a thermal generator to cause the outer layer of one of the asteroids to vaporize in a picosecond. It blew out and shredded the 3 smugglers using it for cover. But that was a mistake.
Why? What happened?
The asteroid I had targeted was smaller than most, maybe a dozen meters on a side. On the outside, it looked the same as any other, just a ball covered in frozen gas. But something must have been inside it, something inactive in the cold. The heat of my blast might have triggered something or woken something up. After I'd hit it, spots of light and heat appeared all over the thin shell, still covering it, evaporating the gases. What lay underneath looked like some sort of rocky growth. A deformed rock, pitted by scores of micrometeorite scars. I think something even older might have been inside that.
An asteroid? What happened next?
It started rotating faster and faster as we watched it. After a second, it started spraying fire, thermal projectiles that melted our armor like wax. We were caught completely by surprise. Before we could counterattack, it fled at an incredible speed.
A ship?
We couldn't catch it, but we could follow its hyperspace wake. We followed its trail as far as we could, heading away from the galactic core. When it finally led beyond the edge of our galaxy, we abandoned our efforts. Anything that wants to commit suicide in that great void is not worth our trouble trying to catch. That's the only story I have for now. I'll tell you some more stuff later if we get the chance. Is there something else you want to know?
Can you give me some adrenal stimulants?
Stimulants make a warrior out of even the weakest human. Here's a speed-boosting stimulant to help you get quicker. There anything else you need?
No, that'll be it for now.
Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
Okay. Alright, guys. That is gonna be it for this episode of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Yeah. A lot of swoop racing. Bastila. We asked her about why the council put us together. It doesn't make sense why you would send 2 Padawans together, but we do have this bond and whatnot. But, you know, I don't know that Nev's convinced that there's not more going on here, but whatever. Juhani talked about the Jedi and their leader that came through and then left, and then how they were oppressed. There's basically a revolution on her planet after they left. And Canderous had a very interesting war story about his encounter on the Outer Rim. It's real interesting. Real interesting story. I think it's, you know, I think a lot of people believe it to be connected to the Yuzan Vong of the expanded universe, that their arc they had, you know. But yeah. If you guys like what you saw, you know what to do. And I'll see you on the next one, where we will be going underwater in the submersible. Laters.